Hello everyone, today our topic is how to add Flodesk subscriber in segment based on Stripe payment. So here my objective is that whenever I get a new Stripe payment for any product, then automatically I want to capture these payment details and I want to use these payment details to add a new subscriber in Flodesk. So after adding the subscriber, I want to add the subscriber in a segment. So for that, I have to build a simple connection between Stripe and Flodesk. So for building this connection, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software for automation and integration. In Pabbly Connect, I have to use trigger and action. In trigger application, I'm going to use Stripe. In action application, I'm going to use Flodesk. So how I'm going to build this connection? For that, let me take you to my computer screen. I hope all you can see my computer screen, and today we are going to see that how we can add Flodesk subscriber in segment based on Stripe payments. So through Stripe, I'm getting a lot of payments from my customer for different products. So I want to capture these payment details and I want to use these details to add a new subscriber in Flodesk, and I want to add this subscriber in a specific segment. So whenever I get a Stripe payment, then automatically I will add a new subscriber in a particular segment in Flodesk. So after adding all these subscribers, that what I can do is I can use Flodesk and I can do email marketing for all my customers, and I can send them personalized emails for my products, offers, and anything that I want. So for my objective, I have to just build a simple connection between Stripe and Flodesk. So for that, I have to open a new tab and search for pabbly.com. And this will take us to this landing page of Pabbly. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have any account with Pabbly, you can just sign up for free and it will take only 2 minutes of your time and you will get 100 of tasks free every month. Or if you already have an account, you can just sign in and it will take us to this page. So these are all the apps that Pabbly offers, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect here. For that, I have to click here on this Access Now button under Pabbly Connect, and this will direct us to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here, this is the workflow section and we can see all the workflows that we will create here. And this is the folder section. We can create new folder here and we can save any workflow in any particular folder that we want. Now here, we want to create a new workflow. For that, I have to click here on this create workflow button and this window will pop up. Here I have to name my workflow. So I'm going to name it as my objective, which is to add Flodesk subscriber in segment based on Stripe payment. So I'm going to select the folder where I want to save my workflow. So for that, I have to open this tab and I want to save this workflow in this particular folder, which is Flodesk. So I'm going to select this and I'm going to click on create. And this will take us to this most important window of our workflow. Here we have two boxes, trigger and action. So these are the two main principles on which our workflow works on. And trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is going to be the first step that will get executed in our workflow and action will just follow that. So we have to set up our trigger first, and here my trigger application will be Stripe. So I'm going to select Stripe here. And now I have to give a trigger event. So I'm going to open this tab. And checkout completed will be my trigger event. So I'm going to select this. And now I have to connect Stripe with Pabbly Connect. And for that, I have to follow all this instruction. So first I have to copy this webhook URL. And now I will go to Stripe. And in Stripe, I will go to developers option. And here I have this option of webhook. So I'm going to open this. And here I have to add my endpoints. So for that, I have to click here on this add endpoint button. And for adding my endpoint, I have all these options. So first I have to give my endpoint URL, and for that I have to paste my webhook URL that I have copied from Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to paste that here. Now I have to give a description. So I'm going to give description as testing, and now I have to select my event. So I'm going to click here on this select events button and I'm going to open this tab of checkout, and I have this event of checkout session completed. So I'm going to select this and I'm going to click on add events, and now I'm going to click on add endpoint. So I have added this webhook successfully. Now we'll go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see it is waiting for webhook response. So how I'm going to get this response? For that, I have to complete a checkout and I have to buy a product. So for that, I will go back to Stripe and I will go to payment links. So I have connected all these products in Stripe, and these payment links are connected in my website where I'm selling these products. So I'm going to make a payment for this spoken English course. So I'm going to copy this payment link and I'm going to open this in a new tab. So this is how my payment page look like. So in this, I have all these details. So I have to fill all these details to complete my checkout. So first I have to give an email address. So my email address will be brianjane@pabblytudes.com, and I will give a random mobile number. So this is a random mobile number. Now I'm going to give a first name. So my first name is Brian, last name is Jane, and I will give a card information. So I'm making a test payment. So I'm going to give a test card number. So this is my card number. I will give an expiration date. Now we'll give a CVC. So this is a random CVC number, and the name on my card will be Brian Jane, and I have to fill my billing address. So my country is India. My address will be random, and address lane 2 will be random too. City will be Bhopal. I will give a random pin code, and I'm going to select my state, which is Madhya Pradesh, and I'm going to click here on this pay button. So I have completed my payment and I have completed this checkout. So I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we can see we have received this response. So this is the type of my event, which is checkout session completed. And I have all these payment details here. So this is the random number of my customer, and this is the name of my customer, which is Brian Jane. And this is the email address, which is brianjane@pabblytudes.com. We have this random pin code. This is my state, which is MP. This is my address, which is random. Country is IN, which is for India. And I have this city, which is Bhopal. And this is the total amount of my payment, which is 20,000. So I got all these details of the payment. Now I want to use these details and I want to add a new subscriber automatically by using these details in Flodesk. So for that, I have to set up my actions tab. So I'm going to open this tab, and here my action application will be Flodesk. So I'm going to select Flodesk here, and now I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab, and create/update subscriber will be my action event. So I'm going to select this. And now I'm going to connect Flodesk with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection, and now I will connect with Flodesk. Now for connecting the Flodesk, I have to give email and the password of my account. So I have filled my details here and I have logged into my account. Now I have to click on allow to give access to my account. So I'm going to click here on allow, and I have successfully connected Flodesk with Pabbly Connect. Now I have these tabs and I have to fill all these tabs to add a new subscriber in Flodesk. First, I have to select the field. So in this, I have these two options of email and subscriber ID. So these are the fields by using which I want to create my subscriber. So in this, I have two options of email and subscriber ID. So either I can use email address to create a subscriber, or I can use subscriber ID to create a new subscriber. I want to use email, so I'm going to select this, and I have this tab of field value. So in this, I have to give my email address. So I'm going to give my email address here because I have selected the field as email. So I have received the email address of my customer through Stripe payment. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to map that here. So for that, I have to use mapping. And what mapping is a technique through which I can retrieve the data from the previous tabs, and the data that is changing will get replaced with the new data in the real time. So for mapping, I have to click here. I will open the response of Stripe, and in this I'm going to search for my email address. So this is the email, which is brianjane@pabblytudes.com. So I'm going to use this. Now I have to give the first name and the last name. So I'm going to click here. I will open the response of Stripe, and in this response I'm going to search for my first name. So this is the first name of my customer. So I'm going to map this. So the first name is Brian. I have to give the last name. So I'm going to open the response of Stripe, and similarly I'm going to search for my last name, which is Jane. So I'm going to map that. And now I have this option of send opt-in confirmation email to subscriber. So we can send a confirmation email that they want to add as a subscriber in Flodesk or not. So we can select that option here. I want to select no because I don't want to send any confirmation email to my subscriber. Now I have to fill all other details here. I have this tab of opt-in IP. I don't have opt-in IP and timestamp, so I'm going to leave this blank. I have a mobile number, so I'm only going to fill that here. So I'm going to click here. I will open the response of Stripe, and here I'm going to search for the phone number. So this is the random mobile number that I want to use. So I'm going to map this. So I have filled all the required details here. Now here I have this important note. To include a subscriber in a particular segment, kindly add an additional Flodesk actions tab following this one using the Flodesk event. So by using this action event, I'm only going to add a subscriber. So for adding the subscriber, I'm going to click on Save and Send as Request button. And here we can see I have received this response. So in this response, I have this ID. So this is my subscriber ID. So this means that I have added a new subscriber in Flodesk by using the details of the Stripe payment. Now what I need to do is I need to add this subscriber in a particular segment. For that, I have to add another actions tab. And here again, I'm going to use Flodesk. So I'm going to select Flodesk. And now I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab and add existing subscriber to segment. So I'm going to select this option. And I'm going to connect Flodesk with Pabbly Connect one more time. So I'm going to click here on connect. So I have already built a connection between Flodesk and Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to use this existing connection. So I'm going to click on save. And now I have to add the subscriber in a segment. So for that, let's go back to Flodesk. And here I'm going to use this segment of Stripe payment. So in this segment, I want to add my subscriber. So let's go back and I will go to all subscribers. And here we can see that I have recently added this subscriber, which is Brian Jane @pabblytudes.com. And the name is Brian Jane. So I'm going to open this subscriber. And in this, I have all these details. So this is the email address. This is the first name of my subscriber, which is Brian. Last name is Jane. And we have the mobile number. So these were the details of the customer that has created a new payment or completed a checkout in Stripe. So I have used those details and I have created this subscriber. Now I will go back and I will go to segments and I'm going to map this in Pabbly Connect. So let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here for selecting my subscriber email, I'm going to click here. I will open this response of Flodesk. And this is the email address of my subscriber that I have just created. So I'm going to select this. And now I have to select my segment. So for selecting the segment, I have to open this tab. And in this tab, you will find all the segments that are connected with your Flodesk account. So in this, I have to use this segment of Stripe payment. So I'm going to select this. And now I have filled all my required details. Now I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we can see we have received this response. So this is a positive response. And this means that we have created this subscriber automatically in this segment, which is Stripe payment. Now to check this, let's go back to Flodesk. And here this is my segment, which is Stripe payment. So I'm going to view this. And in this, we can see that I have recently added this new subscriber, which is Brian Jane @pabblytudes.com. And this is the name, which is Brian Jane. So I'm going to open this. And here we can see we have this segment, which is Stripe payment. So I have added this subscriber in this segment, which is Stripe payment. And this is the data of my subscriber. First name is Brian, last name is Jane, and this is the mobile number. So here we can see that my connection between Stripe and Flodesk is working successfully, such that whenever a new Stripe payment is completed, then automatically by using those details of the payment, I'm adding a new subscriber automatically in Flodesk and I'm adding that subscriber in a particular segment. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here we have built this connection between Stripe and Flodesk. So let's summarize what we did here. So first I have set up my trigger and my trigger application was Stripe and my trigger application was checkout completed. Then I have set up my actions tab and my action application was Flodesk. And in the action event, first I have used create/update subscriber. And in the last, I have used add existing subscriber to segment. So this is how I have successfully created this workflow. And you can also create this workflow by following all the steps that I did in my workflow. And I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description. So you can check it out from there. And thank you for watching this video. Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this using Pabbly Connect. If you need any help or if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can post them at forum.pabbly.com, or if you have any issue with the pricing of Pabbly, you can connect on this link. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.